It is that time of year again. Christmas trees, presents, all the beautiful decorations. And guess what? This time next week, all of that will need to be recycled. The City of Greensboro's Waste Reduction Supervisor, Tori Carle, joins us to break down the do's and the don'ts of recycling for the holiday and all year round. What we want you to do is we want you to text us your questions. Maybe you have a question about why something that is already made out of recyclable materials can't be recycled. You can ask 336-379-5775. Remember, this is a text-only question. Okay, around the holidays, we think that anything and everything can be recycled, like this Christmas bag because it's paper, or my Christmas wrap because, again, it's paper. But these two things are going to get me on the naughty list.
Correct. Yeah, so we really only want paper and cardboard that's like normal paper and normal boxes. So like your cereal boxes, your boxes that maybe your medicine came in, those kind of things are going to be okay. But the wrapping paper, there's just too many variables. We don't want to mess up the paper people because they really just want paper. So no glitter, no plastic shiny, no 3D effects or whatever you've got, bows, all those things are not going to be recyclable.
All right, we've got like a naughty and a nice list. So you can see clearly some of the holiday items that are supposed to be recycled and holiday items that are not supposed to be recycled that probably find their way into the bin for sure. So on the nice list, you can recycle a holiday gift box, but you can't recycle the holiday gift bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's because the bags, again, they just have a lot of variables, whether it's a plastic layer or there's like a string on it, that kind of thing. So we just want to make it as simple as possible. So just your paper, just your cardboard when it comes to paper products.
All right, also on that naughty list are the ribbons and the bows,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
also Christmas tree lights.
Mm-hmm. So all those things are going to tangle around the equipment at the recycling center. And we've got lots of things that tangle and then end up messing up the machines. And then staff actually have to climb into those machines and cut them out by hand. So when it comes to plastic, we only want plastic bottles, tubs, and jugs. Anything that's like a bag or a wrap is not going to be recyclable because of those tanglers. So all of those things are definitely not recyclable.
All right, so this question is, where do you put glass now in the City of Greensboro?
Yeah, so glass we only accept at drop-off locations. We have about a dozen drop-off locations now, and if you want, you can check the GSO Collects app to find out where exactly to take those items. That can be found on our website. If you just search GSO Collects in the Greensboro website, then you'll be able to find that pretty easily.
And a follow-up question, someone just texted, why did the city stop recycling glass? Because there are other cities that still take glass.
Yeah, so glass is the lowest value item in the recycling stream, and it also hurts other recyclables. So when you have glass, it'll stick to those other plastic or paper things, and then it'll devalue those. It's also extremely heavy, and the city has to pay by the ton for recyclables now when we used to receive money. And so in order to mitigate those costs and make sure that we're being good stewards, it was best for us to switch to drop off only, because when you put a glass bottle in a recycling bin, only about 40% of it is actually going to get recycled because of contamination. When you take it to a drop off location, about 99% of that glass is going to get recycled.
Because it's not being contaminated with other things that it's being.
Okay. Exactly.
All right. So this person says, what if your guest, and I'm sure there's lots of holiday questions like this, what if your guest accidentally put things in the recycling can that they shouldn't have? Am I going to be charged?
We don't do any fines for messing up your recycling, but you might get a nasty gram from the city if you have the wrong thing in the recycling. And so ultimately, my recycle can is my responsibility. And so I'm going to make sure that if I see something incorrect in the recycling, I'm going to correct it. And I'm also going to let my family or my friends know, hey, this is not recyclable. It might be where you're from, but that's not what we do here because waste is local.
Gotcha. All right. And this person is texting, can I recycle shipping bubble wrap that you get like in the packages?
Oh, okay. So the bubble wrap or the bubble mailers, if they are 100% plastic, they can only go to the grocery store to be dropped off. So if it's plastic on the outside and on the inside. Now I did get one like this. It was a cute little holiday wrapper, but it's paper on the outside and plastic on the inside. That's going to go in the trash because the plastic film recyclers that recycle the grocery bags and those bubble wrap and bubble mailers, they can't handle the paper because they are very specific, only plastic bags and wrap kind of thing. So the answer is no, not in your regular recycling can, but it can go and be dropped off at a grocery store.
And does that go for just the regular bubble wrap that you put into the boxes to keep things from rattling around?
Yes, yes.
Do not put that in your recycle bin.
Correct. And like the air pillows too.
Do not put those in your recycle bin either.
No,
Okay.
but they can go to the grocery store.
Gotcha. Any grocery store?
Any grocery store that has a drop-off bin for plastic bags and wrap. And it's usually most of them.
Gotcha. All right. We've got a bunch more questions in the queue. We've got one more segment of recycling, holiday, and through the year. We'll be right back.